Imagine a world where the pursuit of knowledge is shadowed by mystery and danger. This is the story of Dr. Barry Van Winkle and the chilling events that unfolded in the quiet, secluded research forest. On a humid April morning, Dr. Barry Van Winkle, a renowned cell biologist, rushed to his office at the Cryobiology Research Center, 27 miles from downtown Houston. Van Winkle was determined to finish an important paper and conduct a crucial experiment involving a heart cell membrane. As soon as he arrived, he grabbed his Afrin nasal spray to combat the humidity-induced stuffiness. But something went terribly wrong. Van Winkle felt a burning sensation and a sharp, pungent smell as he used the spray. Panicked, he rushed to the bathroom to wash out his nose, realizing the Afrin was extremely acidic. Van Winkle and his secretary, Lily, were left in stunned silence, unable to admit what they were both thinking. This marked the beginning of a bizarre and unsettling mystery that would shake the scientific community. Van Winkle took the Afrin bottle to the university police, requesting toxicology tests, but the results would take days. The next day, Van Winkle felt something sticky on his phone receiver, emitting the same pungent odor as the Afrin. A few days later, he found the same substance on his office doorknob, raising fears of a targeted attack. Despite the university police's initial dismissal, Van Winkle decided to investigate on his own. He discovered a canvas bag containing books like The Poisoner's Handbook and hazard sheets for toxic chemicals. Among the chemicals were beta-propiolactone and tetrodotoxin, both highly dangerous and not typically used in his lab. Van Winkle was terrified, suspecting someone was trying to poison him. He took a sample of the beta-propiolactone to the police, confirming it was the substance in the Afrin. The chemical was known to cause cancer in animals, and Van Winkle had both ingested it and let it touch his skin. Suspicion fell on Dr. John Linner, the eccentric executive director of the Cryobiology Research Center. Linner, a brilliant but unconventional scientist, was known for his odd behavior and lack of adherence to academic norms. Despite their differences, Van Winkle and Linner had never shown hostility towards each other. The case took a darker turn when FBI agents found chemical warfare manuals and a botulinum recipe in Linner's home. Linner was arrested, but he maintained his innocence, suggesting he was framed by Van Winkle or someone else. The scientific community was divided, with some seeing Linner as a harmless eccentric and others questioning his sanity. Van Winkle's persistence in seeking justice was driven by his wife's battle with cancer, making the threat of carcinogens personal. The case against Linner was circumstantial, with no clear motive or evidence of intent to kill. Linner's explanations for the suspicious items found in his possession were plausible but did little to clear his name. The Montgomery County District Attorney had not yet taken the case to the grand jury, leaving many questions unanswered. The mystery of the tainted Afrin remained, with both Van Winkle and Linner pointing fingers at each other. As the investigation dragged on, Linner continued his research, hoping to reclaim his place in the scientific world. Van Winkle, meanwhile, set up his new lab, determined to move past the ordeal. The story of Van Winkle and Linner is a cautionary tale about the high-stakes world of scientific research. In the end, the truth about the Afrin Affair may never be fully known, but it serves as a stark reminder of the human elements that can influence even the most objective pursuits. Stay curious, stay vigilant.